Yes, I can see.
Okay. I am opening a new window in Excel, like new sheet. So basically, if you have done some basics, then you are well aware. So let's start with something. Site introduction is, so when you open this Excel, these are the like tabs where we have this bar is over here. So from the file, you get these, like you can open a new file. You can open save as Adobe PDF. So these are the options over here. You can export and publish it to a shared device as well. Similarly, there are some templates that you already have in Excel. Okay, so if you want to learn it by yourself, there is like much more comprehensive trainings or the sheets which it has given, like Power Query. You can learn tutorials are there. If you open that one, that are very helpful by yourself if you want. Similarly, what other thing you can get from the Excel, that are these templates like business budget. If you want that one, these are pre-built, and you can use this as for idea for your next project, or you can also use these templates to use for your some projects as well. Like there are balance sheet, there are already pre-built formulas in it, and you can amend these as well. There are more templates, you can search lot of that, like calendars and other things. If you see over there, Excel has much more flexibility with like organizational chart if you want to make like this seasonal. So there is lot of the things over there, like from project management and other to-do lists. So these are pre-built. You can get ideas from this as well. Okay, you can search for other templates, like, and there are categories as well, like business, personal, planner, tracker. Basically, in the offices, why Excel is used, that is for these are the things as well. But in projects, as I do as work in a large organization, that is operator, telecom operator. So we use these for basically for tracking things, for data recording and tracking those things and analyzing the data that comes from from the system regarding the sites. It can be regarding sites availability. It can be regarding sites performance. It can be regarding what other aspects of sites. Okay, so this is where then there comes this home. Okay, home tab. This is here we have the basic functionalities to play with play with or work with our data that we put over here. So in the Excel, there are two things. These are the columns, okay, and these are the rows. So data are placed in columns and rows, and for proper many data, we need to put data in the form that in the columns we have headers. Like if like I put over here that this is serial number, how to manage and data, and we get data in this form as well. If you have any question, you can ask anytime. Okay.
No problem.
Okay, so this is like basic data I'm entering over here. Like these are the serial number, name, if it is roll numbers. Okay, then there are grades. Like it is if it is regarding the schools and other addresses, like any address. So these are over here, and this when we put our data over here, like this. Okay, A, B, and C. So data is managed.
Abdul Hanan.
Yes.
Hey, it's Liban's brother. Hey, Lee has an interview coming up. Excuse me.
Who is there?
It's his brother. It's the guy who does the Okta stuff. Listen, I have
Okay, okay.
Liban has an interview coming up, and he needs to learn how to manipulate large sets of data. So let's say I have like a big data warehouse, Snowflake or Amazon, whatever it is. He needs to learn how to write the functions and to put the stuff like concatenate, VLOOKUP, all that type of stuff, how to manipulate all the data, right? So
Okay, okay.
I think what's better is to do real life examples, like 5, 10 exercises of you doing examples of like actual data and saying, hey, this is how you would manipulate the data. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, that's great. But I was just as I, if you were in the start, he said that today we will be doing this. If you are like this one, if you have some data, then it is okay. And if you don't have that data, I can provide it. But we also let's download some data,
Okay.
real data. I will also give it to you, and you have this recording. You can do like you can manipulate that thing by yourself for the next time. And if you have any question doing that, we can our problem we can discuss in next meeting. So he is right that if you want it to learn fast and or for the interview questions, then you must go through some exercises, and that will be the quick instead of going from the basic. If you, that's why I asked you to tell me that what is your level. So if you know these things, then no need. I don't need. If you do you have idea of tables?
No, that stuff I don't really know much about. Like I know like what you're doing right now, the rows and stuff like that, but I don't know exactly how to manipulate them all the way. Like right now, I don't think I remember how to go like you can make the 11 go all the way down on the row C, the column C, you can make 11 all the way to the bottom, right?
Yes,
Yeah, like
there
that.
are.
Is it just pulling that green corner down? That's it?
Yes, there are multiple. You can pull it down if you write some formula over there that like here he said that how to concatenate those things. So if you want to concatenate those things like A, B, so you can use the formula over here. Like this is the uh, uh, okay, this is the concatenate formula. Okay, function. So you write it like this, and if you drag it down, it will work as well.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Similarly, there is something that if we have, there is this flash fill. Okay, this is quick analysis. It automatically fills based on that like ABC. It just analyze that if it is ABC, then it will repeat itself over here. Otherwise, there is another thing that if you drag it down, it may fill A till Z. No, like if you see over here. No, it's not doing. It is copying with that one. But if it is serial number like 1, 2, 3, if you drag it down, if you drag it down from 3, then it will repeat to 3. But if you drag it 1, 2, 3, select 3, and you drag it down, it will fill the series. You notice that it is 1 to 123.
Yeah.
And these are the functions. There are different functions. Like let me go through those functions. So this is the tab over here where we have all those functions. This is a function library that we use for data manipulation. Okay, so we will go through some of them that are most common today, and we will also make like we will. Now, if you see, it has more 1,000 rows, 1,000 entries over there. You can select the whole column, and it will tell you some information over here below. Okay, so to analyze this thing, like if you see over there, there are multiple things. The easiest thing that we do and that you should know, and that is usually used in our daily life, that is like a pivot table. Okay, so what you can do, you can select all the data, go to insert, and use this one, easily arrange and summarize complex data into pivot. So this is widely used all over while when we use this Excel. Have you used this thing before, Lee?
Sorry, I was on mute. No, I don't think I've ever used this.
Okay. So in like you can practice this thing, and you can tell the recruiter or the interviewer that you know this thing. So this is a basic tool that is like used over in the Excel, is used for manipulating data. So like what does come in your mind if you are like taking this example over here. If you read this data, okay, so this data is clean, there is no thing like there are no missing values, there are no like those kind of thing. It has headers over there, all the information and everything is filled over here. We will talk the remaining things when we will move forward, okay, but
Mhm.
for now it is okay. You can also search that data. If you see an invoice IDs will be unique. If you have idea similar, this what is this is like branch. So there are, if you uh, use this drop down, you will see how many entries are there. Like there are
How
three.
did you make it have the drop down?
Okay, that's a great question. So this is how, there is an option that we use in Excel, and it comes from this data, and it is sort and filter. Okay, you can use this when you apply this filter over here. Okay,
Mm,
then this will come.
okay.
So it will give you an option to filter these things. So we were here, like we have these three branches. Then
Yeah.
there are cities. We have these three cities, which would there are these customer types, and these are the genders. Similarly, there are product lines. These are 4 or 5 product lines. Then there is unit. Similarly, there are payment type: cash, credit, and so.
Yeah.
If someone says from this data that how many are male and how many are female, how you will calculate? Okay, then we will go for the other questions can come, that how many sales are from the gender wise, or how many sales are from, like we are analyzing the branches, which branch is getting more sales. Okay,
Okay.
so how we will do that? We have these fields all over here. When we create this pivot table, we have all these fields over here. So, and these are the 4 areas where we can drag these fields. Okay, so to summarize this thing, so my question was like, we want to see those branches. Okay, so I'm getting these, I have dragged this branch over here, this field. So these are called fields. Okay, so branch field is over here, and we want to analyze the sales, like unit price is what is, this is the date, this is total, and this is quantity, and this is unit price, gross income. Okay, unit price is, I think this is the sales. Okay, tax and total, I think this will be the sale price total, because these are the quantity and these are unit, and after taxing, adding this one, if you see, we can multiply, it is 81, and we multiply with this one, we have this thing. Okay, this total is the sales. We can also may change this one. Let me, okay, let's take this total. Okay, so we will sum this one. Okay, now if you see here we have that option from sort largest to smallest. Okay, the C category or the C branch is having the more sales.
Okay.
Okay, then there is another option. If you see, we have these columns fields, column area as well. So we can analyze this over an other metrics, like if what comes your in your mind, like we have the product lines. So for A, B, C branches, we want to analyze this one over the product branches. Like which branch is, where is it? Like it is which product line is producing or which product line is the more. Okay, if you put it over here columns, now it is distributed this the whole, like this was the whole sale or the whole sale that was regarding C. Now it has distributed over those five categories of
So
product
these
line.
5 categories are the product lines.
Yes, you are right. Similarly, if you want to analyze it over the gender, you can put it over here. Okay, so these are the like metrics where you can analyze this thing.
So
But
when would I
uh,
use column versus row?
sorry.
When would I use the column instead of row or row instead of column?
So this depend on data and how you want to manipulate that thing, which you want. Like you can take this as well over here, and you city took to city over here.
So column is the up and down or the left and right?
Columns are these A, B, C.
So
These
the
are the
so it's up
columns.
and down. Column is up and
Yes,
down, and
up
the
and
rows
down.
are left and right.
Yes, exactly.
So when you click right
And
now on the branch, you put branch and columns, it made it go like disappeared a little bit. Like, can you take the gender out of the rows? Yeah, why does it look like this? It's just since it's columns, it's only gonna show you the first column 1 and 2. Like that's it.
no, branch field is coming to the column. So branch field has these three values over here. A, B, C. There are three branches, so your data will be manipulated. So A, B, C, three are now in the columns. So this is for A column, this is for B, and this is for C category column.
Okay.
Okay, you are getting my point. Like if you want this product line in the column, so product lines are now distributed over the columns, not on the rows. When you put it over here in the rows, then this will be distributed, everything that you are summing over here. So you have multiple options. You can like sum the total. So it was a value that can be like calculated, like quantities. If you want to analyze the quantity, so where main quantities are coming from, so
Okay.
you can sum over here. Similarly, there are other options that we can do, like if we want to like make those count, not summing anything. So these values we can sum, like total, like this quantity, like this, which are the numbers. Okay, but we cannot sum this thing like payment. So we can what we can do, if we have some data where we only have some again some data, we have some values, and some are missing, so we can count this thing. You are getting my point? Like this is the gender. So you can, if you see, it has automatically counted that genders, like counted the values of that one.
So it cannot do the sum of genders because genders is not a number.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is basically, and this same thing, what we can do in the Excel, we can use those formulas. So formulas are used they can be used for making the summaries, like we make the summary over here. Okay, so this will be if we grow from basics to, if you don't have the, and we do these all exercises one by one, then it will be more helpful. Like if you see, uh, you will get exercises of these things. Okay, formatting and introduction to shortcuts, and like special formatting, name managers. So you will be having all those crisp of what is in it, and this thing which we are doing right now is like it will be coming on the 15 point, this pivot table and this VLOOKUP. These are the things that are like you can say this will be a more advanced thing. But
Yeah.
this is how we do this thing. Uh, other than that, using this uh, pivot table, we can also summarize this thing using the formulas or the functions. Okay, let me tell you how we can do the same thing in over here as well. But before that, I think you have not noticed that you have not asked question for there is a fourth area as well.
Filters, okay.
Okay, so where are the totals? So let me take this one, total, and then product line like branches over here. So if I put gender over here, okay, so we have another option that we can manipulate this thing. Like if we want only summary for female, so we can put this over here in the
Summary.
filters. The filter will appear at the top of thing. Okay, if there are some metrics that have more values, not only the two, here we have this two, but if there are like what is another thing, these also have the cities are three. Okay, or the payment types, it are also three. So let me take that payment type over here. So now if someone asks that I don't want the data of or the summary of e-wallet or the credit card, I just want the cash and those. So we use this option as well. Okay, just to filter that thing out. Okay, if
Okay.
there are at 5 or 10 over here and someone asks you that you filter these 2 or 3 things out and get me the only this one, so this is also an option. So there are 4 fields over here where one is where we sum values, one is what is in will be coming in the rows. Okay, so these are the rows. If you see over here, what we have over here, product lines, and one come over here, and these are the columns, and what is in the column, these are the branches, and what is in the filter, that will come on the top and it will be filtered out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just naming this pivot. I will share this with you. Data will be here, you just copy this one to an e-sheet. So this will be the assignment. I'm just writing this down so you do their
Okay.
copy data to sheet, apply pivot table, make summary of. So I have this kind of summary. I'm just giving you that you manipulate data over like payment types, make summary of payment types in rows. Okay, and and uh, and cities,
Okay.
cities in columns, and what will be sum sum the sum the total. Okay,
So I will sum the total of the payment types on the rows and this.
no, that total of this total sales, that is like unit price. So how this is calculated, we can also do this thing if you don't have this idea. So there is an option that you can take this cell, multiply by, so it will be static, multiply by this, so this is 522. Okay, and it if we want, multiply by 0.5, so 0.5 will be the sales tax. Okay, so this will be the only the sale tax, that sale tax, and how this is calculated, 522, and it has plus, I think this one, this sales is over here. Okay, this is the same value. So these are this is how the calculations can be made. Okay, so if you say, notice that this G2 is multiplied with H2. Okay, unit price multiplied by quantity, and then the sale tax is plus, then this is the sale value, total sale value. Okay, so here it was coming over here after the manipulation, but if you don't have this column, so
Yeah,
you can also do this one by using, and when you drag this down or double click on it, it will be automatically populated till the end, till the 1000 row. Okay,
gotcha.
okay. So this is another thing. I will give you some exercises over here that you make these calculations. Okay, but before that, just focus on this thing. So this is, so this is assignment task you have to do. Okay. So after that, sum the total. So total will be total sale price. It is sale price. Okay. Sale price is calculated over here. This is the total, not the total of that thing. Okay. You will be
Okay.
analyzing.
You want me to so can you go back to the assignment task? So the assignment would be to make a summary of the payments types on rows and cities in columns.
Yes.
So the um the payment types, if we go back to the sheet, is the unit price with the so G, H, and I all multiple. Oh, this is the payment types. Okay, so those are the three of them, and then you want me to sort them with the cities, but then you said
Yes.
rows. Where are the rows? Oh, you mean using the
These are,
pivot table? Using the pivot.
yes, using the way. I have just wrote that thing as well.
Okay.
Apply pivot table. Use this, copy the data to new sheet. So you will not be doing it over here. You will copy this all. How to copy that one? Control C
Yeah.
and Control N, Control V. So these are the shortcuts I also will draw it over there. So like for copy, select everything and Control C. A new sheet. Open new sheet. So open new sheet. Open new or worksheet. It will be a worksheet. Okay. So
Mhm.
when we press Control N, CTRL plus N, every time we use this one.
Just to open a new sheet.
Yes, that what will be. Okay, these are the shortcut. Okay, so when we press Control N, it will always open a new workbook and we will be on the sheet one. So this is like, and for paste, that is CTRL plus P.
Yeah.
So this is how you will copy. You will use this. You can use. Will do this step. Okay.
Okay.
After that, if you and then other you can apply filter as well. Apply filter of your choice. Okay, you can apply of any matrix.
Okay.
So this will be regarding this one. Now comes to the like doing this one. So this will be of if we go over there. So this will be regarding one thing. We can make us tell that this will be merge and center, and this will be task one. Okay.
Pasting is Control V, by the way.
Sorry, you're right. Okay, so now come to the, this is like over here, this was the pivot, this is data. And before going to the other thing, we have this option that this is not automatically updated. Okay, so every time we make changes to our data, then we have to press this thing like refresh it. Okay, so how this will work, let me tell you that home and lifestyle, let me delete this thing from here that this is home and home and lifestyle. So I select this all. I'm using the shortcuts, I will tell you okay, so I'm just deleting it, control minus. Okay, and if you see over there now, previously you remember how many count was there, how many lines were there, it were 1000, now it's like 841. And similarly, if you apply these filters and you see there were type, that one is type is no, previously it were 5 or 6 types. No, one type is already deleted, that I own. But if you see that is coming over here, that is not removed from here. So how it will be removed when I will refresh that data? Okay, I will refresh, home and lifestyle will,
Okay, now it's gone.
it's gone. Okay, so I'm just this just to tell that thing that you have to refresh this data, but when we use the functions, then there is that it will be automatically, it will run automatically, there is no need to refresh every time. Okay, there is an option you can make it manual, that you every time you refresh the sheet or you apply those filters. But normally when you working with this, the default thing is that when we use the formulas, those are directly connected. But pivot has this thing that it is always you have to refresh it. Okay, so I'm undoing that things that I just done, so you have that all the data when I shared with you. Okay, so I'm redoing it, undoing it. Okay,
Okay.
okay, now just to go through this, when someone asks don't use the pivot table, give me that summary. Okay, so similar summary. Okay, so these we have, just remember product lines on the rows and branches on the column. So what we can do, we can use the functions. So the unique function is there. Okay, and no, it comes that array. So array means that where your data is. Okay, so there are two types. There are two ways you can get. You can select this one by selecting like this one. But if it has million rows, then you will have to do it like you will be scrolling this down over there. Okay. Other thing is that you just delete this one, select control all, it will not work. Control all. Okay. So what is the good thing that you make this all the data in the tables? Okay. First, let me do this thing by using by selecting everything, but I will prefer that I will also tell you that you use before converting this whole data into table. So we will discuss that thing as well. I will tell you what is the table and what is the benefit of that thing. And in the data analysis and data field, every time the what data, Sorry, I have just selected it wrong. We just want to select a one row. Okay, so it will be Q1. Let me see which field we want this one. This is our product line, and product line is which column? Product line is F column. So if I put the F over here, that it is F1, F1. You can ask any question, okay,
Mm-hmm.
when you didn't understand anything. Uh, have you understand what I have just done?
Basically, you selected all the data in the pivot table, and you use this unique expression or whatever it is, formula, to be able to get the all the information for the product line. So, each six of them.
Okay, you are a little bit, you are right, but I have not used the pivot table. This is not the pivot table. Okay, pivot table we have already done, and that is in the data, and we have already done that thing. Now we are using those, you are right, yeah, we are using those functions or those formulas that is over here.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm using those things. Uh, so what I have done, I have selected some data, and I have asked him to get the unique of it. So selected which data? I was selecting the whole of it. That's why it was giving me that table. But now if you see, or if you focus, this is F1 to F this one. So
Okay.
F1 means that we have selected only this thing.
So from that column all the way down to 1,000
Yes. But if you see, the product line is also there. If you see, the first one is also there.
is there, but you didn't.
Okay.
That's not F1, right? Go back. Is
That's F1. That is F1. This
okay.
is the F1. If you
Okay.
see, this
Yes.
is named as.
Okay.
If we took F2 onward, then we will be
We
getting
wouldn't
those
have product
types.
line.
Okay.
Yeah, we wouldn't have
Okay.
product.
So this is the thing. Okay. So we don't have that one. So we can do this way as well. But there is another way. Like no, I will be
So the
the
unique
correct
is
way.
to get a specific information without having to get all of the 1,000. Is just how you can, if you have a lot, like you said, 1,000,000, you can get the specific ones that are unique.
Yes. So to
Okay.
summarize that thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this will come, this will like I will enter this one, that this is the product line. Okay, and here I have put that formula over here. So these are the product lines, and these are the types over here, as we see. A, B, C. But we can also get those A, B, C automatically. So formulas, why we use these formulas? So if data is entered, like I enter some another product line, that will be automatically come over here using this. This is same formulas we use in the Google Sheets as well. Okay, to manipulate this thing or to make the summaries that are auto updated, that auto updated. Okay, so similar thing, if I select this one and I select, instead of if you see, it is getting that pattern unique of that was F. After F we get the G, so it has just pasted over G, but we don't want the G, we want this type over here. In the pivot, if you remember, we have these branches over here. So branches column, which column in that branches are?
B.
B column. So what we can do, we can change this one to B, B. Okay, we have this, but we don't want this one over here. We don't want, copy this one. Okay, so what we can do, we can transpose it. transpose this one. Transpose mean that it will be converted to the, so that was the result that was coming over here in the columns, in that
You
single
transpose it to the
column.
row.
Yes, I have transposed it. Now what I can do, I can use that function that equals to sum, okay, or sum ifs, sum ifs. So this will be the, what will be the sum ifs and what will be the range. So our range will be which thing we will be summing. So it will be like we will be summing this one,
The totals.
okay, data j, comma, and on which the next is criteria range. So criteria range will be like this one, uh, range one. So range one will be our first criteria is product line. So we will select the product line which is over here. So it is, so this column is the product line, and we will be taking this one to come on this, comma, and what will be, no. So actually it tells you that what you are, this is the sum range. Sum range will come from J, and uh, criteria range. So criteria product line, and product line we have over here. Okay, comma, and criteria will be this one, comma, and what other is branches. So we will be taking these branches. Where is that branch?
B.
B, comma, and branch we will see, check it from here. You understood this one or not?
I mean, I don't know why you're doing it, but I understand what you did, like how you did it. Yes.
Okay, so if you see when this formula comes over here, sum ifs, so you can have this help as well. It will tell you, but forget it. So if you see, these are the fields that you have to give it to the
Yeah.
formula. The
So for
formula sum if, what it do, it sum something based on some criterias. Okay, so we have implemented two criterias over here. That is criteria one and criteria two. What is criteria one? Criteria one is like when our product line is health and beauty. Okay, some what? Some J. J column is what? J is our
the totals.
totals. Okay, so this is what it has done over here. Okay, so these are the, this will also help you that what you have to give. So here we have given the range. So what is the range now? It is the F column, because our product lines are in the F column, and in product line which thing we have to match. So we have to match this health and beauty. Okay, so we took this summary B3. Similarly, the next criteria was that our branch should be A. So what we, and where is A? A is in the data column B. Okay, and how it should match with which value? It should match with this one. Okay, so this is how we make it. By if you see in the, this is the same value. Sorry, 12597. Okay, so now this formula, if I put it over here, if you see, this is like dragging everything. So how we will cater this thing, that is called the referencing, and that is very important part of Excel.
Yeah.
Okay, cell referencing. Okay, so how it works, let me tell you. So what I will do, if I have like here I have one value, okay, and I will equal this thing to this one. Okay, if you see, it is telling that it is I9, I column and ninth row. Okay, so it is I9. I9, okay. So I am referring this to I9. It will give me the, but if I drag it down, it will do, it will automatically uh drag it to the next one, drag it to the next one. Okay. So how I can hold this one, that I want I1 all the way. So what I will do, I will put the $2 signs over here. So now if I drag it down, it will every time, it will, what it has done, it has locked the row as well as the column. So the first one is row and second one is the column. It has locked that thing. So here we use this as well. What we can do, we can put the dollar sign before this. If we say put the dollar sign before I, then I will be locked. If we put the dollar sign before 9, 9 will be locked. So how it will be worked, like what we want over here, we want to we want this. Let me copy this one and paste it over everything. So it is not giving us the value, because why? Because we don't have, and referencing is not correct. So what we will be doing, we want first of all, like what we want to sum, we want to absolute reference that thing. You are getting my point, that every time you sum the J column, not the next K or other thing, because our data that the totals are in the J. Similarly, every time you get this criteria, okay, so every time we have this product line in F column, not the other column, because it is dragging down before, based on that value, it is coming to the next one. So we will first of all the ranges, the sum range, the criteria range 1, the criteria range 2. First of all, we will uh, give the absolute references for that one. So that is, there is a shortcut of like F4. Okay. Similarly for this one, press F4. It will put the dollar sign over here. For this data, press F4. Okay. Now these references are logged. So how I'm saying it, let me paste it over here. If you see, every time J, F, and B, J, F, and B. So J has the total, F has the product line, and B has our
Branch.
types, branches. Okay. So now this is corrected. But if you see over here, this is similar, not it is criteria is moving right and left. But what we want this one to be here and this one to be here. Okay. Then our correct value will come. Like for food and beverages B, it is 15. For food and beverages B, it is 15 to 14. This is the value that should come. So it has come, but we have to drag everything for every formula, like this one. How we can do this, we can use them cell referencing over here. Okay, so the thing that I told you over here, we can use that thing. So what I will say, here what we think, should I put the dollar sign before B or before 3?
Um, you would have to put it before the 3. You would put it before the 3, right?
Why is it so?
Oh, before the B, sorry.
So let's try before putting the 3. Then it will be 3. If you see, I copy this one. So see what happened.
Yeah, it just zeroed out.
So if you see, it has logged that 3-1. Okay, and this is not the correct thing. What we want it to
Before the
be
B.
B. So we want this B to be for this one, like product line, we want this to be logged, and for the this branches, we want to log this row 2. Okay. So what I will be doing, I will be putting this before that one.
Yeah.
And here for before 2, because the 2 row I want to lock. Okay, now I copy this, paste it over here. This will give us. So this is helpful when we have large set of data and we want to manipulate that thing. Okay, so this is one way. You just can try this thing. This is a little bit like uh, when you practice it, then it will be more helpful. Do you want to continue for today, or we should finish this off?
Yeah, I think we
Like,
should finish this one up.
okay. So this is I will share this one with you on the WhatsApp. Let me save this thing. Okay, so you try this as well in the down. There is another way. We will discuss that thing in the next class, that we use those tables, and when we come to the SQL and other things, that fields are more helpful. Instead of calling this from these columns J, F, and these kind of thing, we get the name. Like, just give you the crisp of that thing. Let me convert this one. Control L. I'm just doing it the correct way. If you see now, this is, I select it all. This is table 1. Okay, what we can do it where equals to the table 1, like unique of what we were doing, unique of table 1, and now we have this gender. If you see over here, now we have not took that the column. We have just called it with this header name. You can change anything, like product line. It will be product line. So this is more refined way, or more, you can say, the correct way. And this data are, and it is also very helpful when we are just making the changes to the like, if I enter a new field over here, it will be automatically updated over here. If you see, this A is coming over here. Okay, similarly, if there is something another type come over here, automatically data is updated. So we will discuss this in the next. Okay, you can search by yourself these tables, how these tables are maintained, or data is maintained in the tables. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we will for the next class. I will tell you the availability on the WhatsApp. We will
Yeah,
communicate over there.
sure. No
For the
problem.
for the payment, what will be the procedure?
What's the best way for you to receive payment?
I have Payoneer